Hello, everybody. Welcome to this week's episode of the LVLing Up vodcast. I am absolutely honored to be joined today by the wonderful Katie Hokin from Katie Creative. Hi, Katie. Thank you for joining.
Hi, glad to be here.
Thank you. Now, we will hear a little bit about your business in a minute and a bit about your journey.
Sure.
Spoiler alert, which is one of my favorite things to say. Spoiler alert, this is a personal and business transformation story you're about to hear, and one that a few of us might be able to relate to. The other thing to know is that we may have some cameos from some wonderful creatures and children during this. At Katie's
One here.
side, yeah, excellent. We might get the CEO of Level Up here at some point as well. It's my job. But
This
yes.
is the real deal. This is the real deal from work from home.
Oh, absolutely. I'm shooting this right now from my son's bedroom. And those are the times. Now, Katie, enough of me talking. Let's hear about you. So give us
Sure.
the elevator pitch of what Katie Creative is.
That is me. I'm Katie Creative, mindset and marketing coach for women in business to help them glow and grow online is the short side of it. And I guess it's really working with female, mostly consultants, creatives, coaches in that space, just helping them confidently show up online and grow online.
I love it. I love glow and grow. That just sounds good.
So shout out to my copywriter, because she came up with that. And I've been like, how, because you just need that little, what do you do? That little thing and
Pitch.
that little catch cry. And I haven't had it. And then we went through the copy that she put together for me, because you got to hire to your weaknesses, guys. So I hired a copywriter, and she came up with this concept to glow and grow. And I was like, oh my God, I love that. So it articulates exactly what I do with women when working with them. So happy about that.
That is amazing. Now, there might be
Yeah.
women watching this going, oh, Katie, tell me more. And is there any services, or how do you make people glow and grow?
The biggest thing, so mindset and marketing, the two are so intertwined. And so there's people out there doing mindset work, and there's people out there doing marketing, digital work, business work. And I feel like I've got the best of both worlds, and I blend them all together. And that's the success that I had as a consultant. And so now I want to teach other women to do that. But so much of, I say 80% mindset, 20% marketing, because you can have all the strategies and the Instagrams and the email lists and all of that. But if you don't believe in yourself and you don't get it here right, if you don't get your mindset right, if you don't get your self-worthy odometer through the roof, your belief, what you can actually achieve, charging your worth, all of those things start in the mind. So I think the biggest thing is getting your mindset right. And then once you get that right, the marketing strategies become really easy. And so if you're caught up doing like all the things, I've got to do all the things, a lot of the time it's getting to the crux of what are your beliefs, your limiting beliefs, and then tackling them, and then flow on to amazing marketing strategies to build your business. So that's kind of my philosophy.
I like it. I love that you're bringing the two of those together. And it's something that I can personally relate to. And I feel like I need to call you straight after this. I guess a story of where I've been this morning. So I've been at a business conference, hearing some amazing speakers, and I had that moment. It was a real emotional roller coaster for me. I don't know why. I'm an overthinker, and I'm sitting there watching these amazing people. Yeah. And I'm going, oh, holy shit. What am I doing? Maybe I should go back to the corporate job. It's so much easier. Here I am trying to hustle for leads. What am I doing? And I'm thinking, oh, it's time to go back to, the grown-up job. And then by the end of the thing, I was like, no, yes, let's go. I know what to do. I help people grow. That's what I do in my business. I'm going to do it for myself. Let's go. So it is amazing the role that mindset totally plays in business. And it's probably what separates, dare I say, I mean, in anything, in sport, in life, the people who are just okay, and then the people who rise.
100%, definitely. I love what you say, that because it's like anyone watching this, you'd be like, it's like the epic highs and then the oh so lows, where you're like, oh, maybe I should just go back to corporate, but then other days you're like, I am killing it. And it's like a roller coaster. So I guess the thing is, a lot of people, I guess they stay down on that downward trend, and a lot of things that come up. But the main thing is like a lot of the self-sabotage, procrastination. Why do you keep making excuses for not doing the thing that you say that you're going to do? Even if it's as simple as I'm going to create my free lead magnet, or, relate it back to marketing. I'm going to start doing reels. I'm going to start doing videos. I want to show up and show my face on videos because I know I need to show up because people do business with people. Yeah. And then week after week after week after week, you don't do it. It's not because you don't know how, strategy tactic wise. It's here.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Oh, amazing. But let's pause, because I feel like you're going to have so many nuggets of gold for us. Let's go back to your journey, because the vodcast is all about
transformation,
something strategic, transformation, out of the box. And you have a story like that. So please tell us how Katie Creative came to be.
Well, 2017, I was trying to do the whole side hustle thing. But when you're working in digital at a full-time job, the last thing I wanted to do was come home and work on my business, or on the weekends work on my business. It just didn't suit me. And so I think this is where you can conform to everything else you're seeing. Everyone's like, build a side hustle, make sure it makes enough money before you quit your day job. Don't do anything crazy. Well, I just did the crazy thing. And I went, this is never going to happen unless I just quit. So I just quit my job and I gave a lot of notice, and I was like, I'm out of here. I want to go start my own business. And everyone was like, what are you going to do? I'm like, I don't know.
Pause. I want to hear, talking about mindset, how did you take that leap? Because you completely took a punt on yourself. You do here, get the side hustle. So it's, ready for you to transition and it's easy. You were like, no, I'm going to jump in the deep end. How did you mentally do that?
Well, see, back then, like, I've come a long way in terms of understanding beliefs and programming mindset. And I don't even think I was across it then, but I feel a big influence in my life at the moment was Jack DeLuza. Is that how you say his name? From the Entourage. And so I read his book, and it was just like, that little niggle, that little growl, and it sits here, and you go, and then you think about it and you push it down. That's what kept happening. I knew I wanted to do my own thing, and the drive in to work in the traffic, and in hotel world, they treat their staff lovely, but you get a shitty office in the middle of the building because that's where the offices are in a hotel. So there's no natural light. Like sometimes I would go days without like seeing outside other than when I drive, right? So, and I think just the build up of all of these things and starting to tap into people who were very inspirational, and they're like, you just got to trust it. You just got to go for it. Because if you don't, then when? And I was like, am I going to, in a year, you're going to regret not making the decision then? And so, back then it wasn't, I can't specifically remember the mindset work, but I do remember that specifically around that book that I read. And I just went, I've been talking about this for so long. People are probably sick of hearing it. I need to just do it.
I love it. So I guess if you are watching this and you have that little niggle or that growl, I love that. I've never heard it called that before, and I love it. I think absorb, read the books, listen to the podcasts of really great people, and eventually you'll just get the courage and do it like you did, Katie.
Well, there's only one thing. There's one thing that can trump fear, and that's action. So yes, you've got to read, you've got to listen, you've got to, all your affirmations, all this stuff that we're doing, but unless you action it, you'll never get the confidence to do it or take the step. And so I think that's for me. I started off just doing it on the side and doing a bit of this and doing a bit of that, but I just couldn't get motivated enough. And I think that's another important thing to bring up, is people say it's got to be passion and you love it to death and you want to work on it every single second. It's like, I didn't have that because I was emotionally and physically drained and I didn't want to wear myself out. So I just was like, I've got to quit because otherwise I'll never find the time to work on what I want.
I love it. So I interrupted your story. So you quit, you were like, see ya, hotel world, I'm going out. So this is 2017. What happened next?
Well, I sat there at day one on my computer and went, oh, what do I do now?
What have I done?
I had been building things. I had been building things slowly, but I didn't have any clients. I didn't have any savings. I didn't have any real plan of what I was going to do. And I found out I was pregnant with our first child, which was beautiful, but it wasn't planned. So it was like, cool. Got no job, got not much money. Now I'm pregnant. Maybe I should just go back. And I did contemplate that. I did contemplate going back to work, like just to get the maternity leave or something like that. But I'm so glad I didn't. And I just doing a lot of journaling. And I know it sounds that people might roll their eyes, but I literally just put my trust into the universe that something will happen. And I think 3 days into staring at my computer thinking, how do I get clients now? I got a phone call and I got a contracting job, a really, really good contracting job, that would basically go for 6 months. So perfect, because I was pregnant for 9 months and I got to work from home doing this. And it was just through my existing. So I just quit where I quit. And then because it's a big international brand, someone else on the Eastern States rang me up and said, hey, I've heard you just quit. Do you want to come work for us contract for 6 months? And that was the start. And so on we went.
Amazing. And then what happened next? So you had baby number one.
Yes.
And did the business go on a pause? What did you do?
Yeah, a little bit. So I had that contracting role. So I kind of just started off freelancing and I was like, yeah, this is good. It'll take me up. Had some time off with the first bubs. I think it's important to share this bit. Full-time mum life was not for me. And if you're feeling like that, that's okay. Anyone feeling like that. Now, I'm very fortunate that my partner was open and willing and I, not that it matters, but I could make more money than him to suffice, to live off for our family. So it was just like, this is a no-brainer. Let's just swap. So he became daddy daycare and I became the worker. And but I still had my son 2 days a week. Isn't it funny? You swap with them, but you still got him 2 days a week. And I went kind of, I guess you could say, I really started to go niche down. So I was building websites for tradies and I was doing designs and logos and was putting together ebooks. I was doing a bit of this, I was doing a bit of that. And I felt lost. We moved back to the Gold Coast from Perth because I had my son. And I just was like, what am I doing? I was making good money through a couple of clients that were hotels, but I was building websites for tradies, right? And I was fully doing the cold call method, hey, do you want a website and all this stuff? And then one day I just was like, why don't I just be a hotel digital consultant? I know hotel world, I know hotel lingo, I know digital marketing. And that's where everyone says the importance of your niche. Now I get that. Here we go, another universe story, if you like these ones. The second I'm not even kidding, the second I went, do you know what? I'm a hotel marketer. That is what I am. That is what I'm good at. I know what I'm doing. Let's go. I made it LinkedIn official. I changed my title on LinkedIn to hotel marketer. And not even kidding, the 2 weeks that followed that, I just got email from Intercontinental Melbourne. Then I got another email from Crown Plaza Melbourne. What? Then I got another email and I literally picked up 4 hotel clients in 2 weeks and instantly went from just what am I doing to, they're close to the 8 to 10K mark a month just in 2 weeks. It was, people say, you just got lucky. Did I? Or is this is the world that I play in now? Because I think mindset and affirmation and belief is just so, and you vibe what you attract is so important. Mm-hmm. And so I was a hotel marketing consultant, and that's what kind of KT Creative is and was.
And then you transformed. So what happened?
I transformed. So it was going really well. And I had that going on for about 3 years. And I was working with some beautiful girls who were helping me out with social media and content. We probably had about, at one point towards the end there, about 10 clients, which was great.
Amazing.
And then the C word came along. Starts with co, ends in vid. Can you guess what it is? And I work in the hotel industry. So can you even imagine?
Oh, man.
And marketing is the least of their concerns. So
First thing to go, right?
yeah.
Well, they had no
So I lost all my clients in 2 weeks, essentially. So I went from hero to zero, like literally. I was a bit of a mess during that time. Like I look back on it now and I didn't realize how bad I was. But the beautiful thing about it is I went, yay, thank you for JobKeeper. I had time to just think and like, what do I want to do? And I kept dabbling in the hotel world and I pivot, dare I say that word. I went into online courses. So I created a sub brand of KT Creative called a ComBoost, which was like online education for hotels. Because I thought if there's any time now that they need DIY digital, they can learn. So I had like, trainings on like social media training for your hotel, Facebook ads for your hotel, like how to bounce back domestic, because everything went domestic. We could only market to the domestic marketer. I had like domestic training, like all of this stuff. And that was keeping me amused and, just going through that. And a lot of it was free because it was just such a sad time for the industry. I was doing webinars and doing webinars with all of these people and all of that. So that was consuming all of my time. And then I signed up to a life coaching course. So it's called the Beautiful You Life Coaching Academy. And it was just like this thing. And I signed up and I was like, what am I doing? It was all a bit random. And I started doing this life coaching course, which was great because I didn't have too much client work. And then the hotels started to come back. They started knocking on my door again, which was beautiful. They wanted to come back to me. And I thought, well, hold on. Why have I gone and signed up to the life coaching course? I'm just going to waste money if I don't follow it, right? And it was all just a bit confusing. Like in the moment, I felt really, really, really confused. And I look back on it now and I think, oh God, what a messy time in my life. And I did a lot of inner work, like my journal notes, my mind maps. And it was like, who am I in the future? When I think of Katie in 5 to 10 years time, and everyone should do this, like, what is it that you want? What do you really, really want? And every time I came around to it, I was like, I am not hotel digital marketing. Like, I just can't see myself building a multi-million-dollar business, because that's what I want, in hotel marketing. And the more I tapped into it, I was like, I really want to help more women in business succeed a lot like I had. And then, yes, I've found my passion now, but I still built that up. And so I went, I'm sorry, hotel clients, I don't want your money, which was huge because my family thought I was mad.
Wow, that's
because here I was on JobKeeper, like with minimal clients, pumping out all this content, doing all of this work, and they started to come back. But I knew I was like, if I say yes to that, I'm saying no to this. And what do I want? I want this. And so for the first time ever, because I'm a real logical, think it through person, how can I make money? How do I strategically do this? For the first time ever, I just went, shut up, head. I'm going to listen to my heart for the first time ever. I just got goosebumps because
first time
it was
ever,
such a
second time ever.
Why?
When you quit your job to pursue your side hustle, like I'm getting the feeling that you are a very brave woman.
Yeah, I guess so. See, but we never look at ourselves like that.
No. It's amazing. Like
it could be the second time. Yeah, I probably agree with you then, but I feel like the confusion was so much more greater this time around because it was like I felt guilty. Like I built my reputation up. I became known as the hotel marketing girl who wears pink. People would come up to me at webinar, like at events, and be like, "Oh, you're the chick that does the LinkedIn videos," and I'd be like, "Oh, hey,
yes, I am.
How are you?" Yeah, like, and it was like I'd gotten to know people. It was getting to a really, really, really good thing. I was being invited. Like I got, that things that I only dreamed of doing were happening. And so it was like, wow, you're going to kiss all of that goodbye for this. What? You're going to be a coach? Like,
far out.
What are you talking about? What do you coach on?
That is a leap of faith. So when was
Yeah.
this? This was last year during COVID?
Yeah.
Okay. So you took the plunge, you pivoted again, you've transformed again.
Pivoted again and had another baby again. So there's like a
Another.
trend here. Every time I have a baby, I have a new business.
No. Are you going to have more than one baby or two babies? Or
I knew you'd say that. No, he's only 8 weeks old.
Here now.
So we'll just see how it goes.
I love it. That was not a no. So then what did you do? Did you have that same sort of, I don't know, I'm going to say crisis, but that's a bit melodramatic, but you're staring at the screen going, oh shit, now I have to get customers. What do I do? Did you have that thought?
Not so much, because I knew with the newborn, I didn't want to go launch straight into it. Let's go guns blazing, all of that sort of stuff. So it was more just a gradual transition for me. And it's funny, when I speak to people, I originally, like I used to say at the start of the year, oh, I'm just, that's a bad thing. I'm just starting out. I'm just a business coach. And a lot of my peers around me were kind of like, Katie, you've been doing this forever. You just didn't realize. And then when I think back, it's like I've worked with so many women already in training and subtly giving them those mindset things along the way. And I was doing mindset workshops. I started doing mindset workshops back in, I think, July last year. And I was doing that. So it's like I had been doing it for a while, but then I did fall pregnant and I knew that I didn't want to go full on into it. And so now I think, this year, 2021, will be a bit more of the bring it all to life. Now Bubs is getting a little bit older, and but no, because I've been there, done that. So I'm a hell of a lot more confident and I know what to do. I know how to glow and grow online. I just gotta get out there.
I love it. I love it. Oh my God. Okay. Well, to wrap up our episode, do you have any pearls of wisdom that you could give potentially some of your target market who'd be watching this? So women in business, they're like me. They've just had this emotional roller coaster, crossroads type thought.
Don't we all? Don't we all?
I don't usually, to be honest, but today I was really like, oh, that's hit me in the face. Any pearls of wisdom to women in business?
Everyone wants a marketing tip or the latest trend or the secret. Like, what is it? Or that one thing. What's that one thing that's going to change my business? So I'm sound like a record on repeat, but really, like, okay, you are that far away from the dream life that you want. And you might be rolling your eyes at me thinking, no, I'm not. I'm like a K away, but it's all here.
Yeah.
And I stole that from Jim Quick because I'm just so passionate about how much our mindset plays such a huge role in every micro decision you're making in your business, whether it comes to mostly showing up online, right? We want to build online businesses. That's who I work with. You've got to show up online, especially if you're a consultant, a creative, a coach, you've got to show up. So the mindset element is huge. And then from a marketing, everyone wants the latest marketing tactic.
Of course, yeah.
Literally,
tell us, Katie.
do what you want, find what you love and what you do. So I don't like writing blogs. I'm not a writer. So I do videos and that's what I like, and that's okay. And here's my Bucky dog.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what you do what you want. Find the platform that you like. If you like list building, if you like blogging, if you like videos, if you like taking photos, every single piece of content that you do, you need to think of your ideal client and how you help solve their problem. And I know that sounds so like, really, that's your golden nugget, but it seriously is. And when you niche down, yes, I'm going to say that word, when you niche down and you really get into the hearts, minds, fears, frustrations, wants, desires of your ideal client, and then you can start to use your content and show up online that talks directly to them, the opportunities will just start flooding in because you get them and that's what they want.
And you're talking directly to them. Brilliant.
Yeah.
This has been amazing.
You're welcome.
I am very motivated. I am actually going to ask you to coach me. Hopefully that would be
let's do it.
Else who's watching this, who's like, yes, I'm ready because I'm only this far away. How do people find you, Katie?
Find me online, Instagram, KT Creative. That's probably the main channel, or LinkedIn. I love it on LinkedIn. Everyone's on Instagram these days, but I also love LinkedIn, and I know that's how we connected. So Katie Hokin, Hokin. There's not too many Hokins around, so you should be able to find me.
Unlike O'Reilly's, there are plenty of us out there. Not many with the first name Jasmine. Thank you so much, Katie. Of course, this will be plastered all over the Level Up social media website, LinkedIn, and I'll put the link below of Katie Creative's website as well. So if you want to get in touch with Katie, you can go straight there from this episode. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. We'll see you at the next LVLing Up podcast.
Thanks.
Yeah.